topic they're talking about this morning.
Thing. And essentially on the far left, we've decided that masculinity is being more feminine, and yet the majority of women will say that they want men to initiate romantic interest. 75% of women still consider economic viability a key consideration in selecting a mate. It's only 25% for women. So while the world wants the positive aspects of masculinity, young people are told that masculinity is a negative. Masculinity is a wonderful thing. And
yes, it is.
Solutions. You're talking about your boy. The point in a boy's life where he comes off the rails and starts becoming one of these poor citizens, quite frankly, more likely to engage in misogynistic content, less likely to believe in climate change, starts blaming women for his problem or his parents. That point is when they lose a male role model. So I think moving to solutions and helping to redefine masculinity, which we get to do, it's a societal construct. The ultimate expression of masculinity, including from some of the men around this table, is to take an interest in the life of a young boy that isn't yours. That is when boys start to fail, is when they don't have a male role model.
Oh, that is such a good topic, y'all. Such a good topic.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Labor Day, happy Labor Day, happy Labor Day. Y'all, I'm getting ready to run over there to Mom's house and just hang out and chill with her for a minute. She actually came over here last night and we chilled out for a little bit over here, but we were talking about stuff, so you know. But anyway, y'all, I did want to hop on and really touch on that subject, that little small clip that I showed y'all. Let me tell y'all what, that was an excellent topic. I mean, excellent topic. Talking about just manhood, men coming into the manhood, how they were, you know, and there's a lot of variables that could affect that based on how they're raised. But the little part that I wanted to touch on, because I've talked to my son about this once he became a father. I mentor other people, you know, I talk to my nieces and nephews, and it is so important. I don't want to get into the weeds of how sometimes it's unfortunate how parents use their children as pawn to get intel on the other parents so they can see if they're in violation of this just because they're upset. I mean, that's a whole nother topic, because I think that's tragic. But what I wanted to tap in and what this man was talking about on this particular show was that, yes, it's sometimes customary, but not absolute and exclusive. But women, you know, as the mothers, we're the nurturers. We clean, we cook, we get the homework started. You know, all of that, that's true. But I've even said this to my son. I said, look, you know, I know you might give the money to the wife, or, you know, if you're not, let's just say before you were married, you give the money to the woman, and sometimes that is preferred. If that works fine in your household with a woman, you give the woman, the husband gives the woman the money and let her do all these zooms and whams. But what I wanted to point out and just speak on the importance of, I've told my son, let your daughter see you open up your wallet and pay for a hamburger. Let your daughters see you going to the grocery store and paying for the food. Let your daughters see you taking them to the store and getting them a pair of shorts or a t-shirt or whatever. Or if you do go with the family unit, let your children see that. And the same way with fathers and their sons. Let your sons see you do those type of transactions, so that it's not always mama does it. Because I'm telling you, you know, children are young. They see things, they may be paying attention to things, and their brains are not deducing things. Their brains are still developing, and they're not reasoning things at that particular point. But as they get older, oh my God, as they get older, some of that stuff is going to start to click. And it helps a young man, or you know, for the young man, it shows that young man, you know what? Yeah, I need to be a provider for my through the help of the Lord, of course, because God is our source. But I need to be able to see that you need to be doing like children. You do stuff around children. You think they ain't paying attention. You think they don't know stuff. They may not be able to connect. Okay, daddy's not in the house all the time. He's not home and taking care of us like mom does, because mom is at home with us most of the time, or even sometimes the mom has to work. But that other stuff that we see, your children see the mama cooking. And again, I'm not saying that's absolute, because yes, we have some awesome fathers that cook, clean, do their daughters and sons' hair and the whole 9 yards. Yes, absolutely. And they're very domesticated. But I'm just saying, there are some things outside of the roles, if you will, that your children as males need to see. They need to see again so they can connect as they get older. They can connect the dots, say, okay, yeah, I got to be a provider. I got to be the one that holds my family down, that take care of business, that take care of this. And then on the other hand, fathers, your daughters are watching you, and so you're teaching them what a man should do to take care of them. And like I said, yes, we are women, watch us roar. We don't necessarily have to be dependent upon a man. But it's so important whenever she's making a decision for her life to be with a man for the rest of her life, for instance, in marriage, none of that's going to be taboo to her. She's going to know. Just like with me, when I watched my father love my mother, he was the first man that showed me what loving a woman looks like. So you understand what I'm saying? So again, I'm not speaking in terms of absolute, but it is so important as far as growing up. And again, we can talk about all the variables in the between, but fathers and even mothers, don't be so quick talking about the men, again, for the purposes of this video, that you always handing the money to the wife, or always handing the money to the fiance or the companion. Sometimes take your, let's go take your daughter, y'all go get a slice of pizza. Let your daughter see her dad, her father. Do that. And again, I know sometimes for me, we know y'all don't like to shop, some of you, and it can be a source of frustration. But no, let your daughter see you buying her prom dress. Let your daughter see you give a little input on certain things that you otherwise normally wouldn't give input on. I think that's so important. And again, same thing with men. Take your son wherever and let him see you open up that billfold and pay. Because like I said, they can associate mom. Mom is home cooking, cleaning, making sure they got their homework done, making sure that they got their bath, make sure they're clean, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying men don't do that, because they do. But I'm just saying, so they associate that. They see mama going to the grocery store, putting away the groceries all the time. Again, sometimes it's good. And like I said, I've told my son this and many others. Let your daughter see you doing some of those things. Let her see that. Amen. So anyway, I just wanted to say, and again, that's a part of being a man if you have children, or just in general, just being a man, being able to take care and handle your business. Don't be looking for your mama or your grandmama or even your woman to do that. Of course, when you're in a marriage, she's your helpmate. But when you leave everything up to the woman, even though we're awesome, y'all, we're awesome. Us ladies are awesome. That's why God said it's not good for you to be alone. I'll find you a helpmate to help you. So don't miss that part. But again, God didn't say leave everything up to that woman to do. You are to be the watch over. You're supposed to be the watchman. Amen. So again, I just wanted to just point that out. And so that again goes along with, part of growing up. And again, like I said, you can sit back and blame mama, grandmama, and whoever. But ultimately, tap into those things. Don't just always schluck it off for the woman to do. Because there's a lot of men and women, they don't know how to lean into working through a situation, they're either going to fight or they're going to take flight. There's a lot of men that don't want to stick in it because they have that I don't want to be bothered mentality, and they just leave it alone. No, 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 no. God created you to figure things out, to work things out, especially if it's over some stupid stuff. Now, we know if there's some irreconcilable differences. Did I say that right? Irrevocable differences, we understand. Because you don't want to wind up killing and hurting each other. And certain things just have to go their separate ways. But for the most part, seriously, men, please stick in there and be able to work things out. Don't always have that flight syndrome. You see a little trouble and you just scurry away like a little squirrel, still trying to chase a nut. Because we all can say, well, you know what? The grass might be greener on the other side, yeah, but there's going to be problems over there too. So anyway, I don't want to get off on a tangent, but yeah, I just wanted to just say that, and I probably have said that before. Let your children, and we're talking about men for the purposes of men, not bashing men, but just thinking about it. When you say, oh, I'll just let my wife do it. No, sometimes it's important. That way, if something go to the left, your children will have that memory that, you know what, my daddy used to take us, my daddy used to do this. And it's not necessarily certain things. You think you won the game because you do certain little things. No, try to see them you do it all. Mama takes the kids to the soccer games, and maybe the dad shows up for the soccer game, but see, mama is still doing all that other stuff too. Sometimes, men, let your children see that. Amen. Anyway, let me go. I hope y'all have an awesome day. And whatever you labor in, let not your labor be in vain. Amen. All right, y'all have a good one. I love you. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. And I just got on one of my little summer kimono get-ups. Yes, it's just long with my sandals. All right, y'all, I'm out.